Yo, what's up? What's happening? What's good, yo? It's your boy, it's your dog, it's the God, it's the GOAT, it's Thomas the Prophet here, man. How y'all doing? How I'm doing? Shit, man. I feel like it's been a little while since I've been on this camera. Like, for real, for real. But, just trying to, what I've been going through, man, just find out who I'm truthfully am and being real with myself and everything that I think about. No self forgiveness, acceptance, embrace for things in the past, and learning to just continue to learn how to let go and move forward, and just accept myself not being in competition with no one else, compare myself and my struggles, my pain, and just be my own person, man. A lot of shadow inner work, man, all the important stuff. But man, I come at y'all today for a video I've been holding off for a little while to talk about because it's honestly so much to talk about. And this is just about us brothers, not just white, but men in general. And it's why it sucks to be a man nowadays. Man, it's just, being a man nowadays is just being a boy. You never really know who truthfully loves you. Know what I mean? Yeah, I'm coming out swinging. But us men always been depicted as the ones that have it all, physically superior. The world is a man's world, right? That shit is the biggest lie ever. Like, to tell y'all the truth, at least from my own experience and the things I've been seeing, like, men have it terrible in the world, man. You can't even express yourself as a man, or else you just being a bitch and complaining and whoop-de-whoop and blah, blah. Like, you can't even express yourself. And when people ask us to express ourselves, and we do, people don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, in the time, like, it's okay to be sensitive, and there's the other types of sensitive where there's cancel culture and all that stupid shit. It's like, in a time where mental, psychological, emotional, spiritual health is so, promoted, you think it'll apply to men too. And just a lot of things going on, whether because of this social media era, and that we've been going on the past decade, and there's everything going on in entertainment. All these entertainers, a lot of bad influences. It's like men have no freedom to be ourselves, man. We're never accepted for who we truthfully are. If we're a good guy, a nice guy, we're depicted as boring, quote unquote. I felt like that a lot. Like, men had to be assertive and aggressive and be able to defend their lady and quote all that shit. Like, why can't we just chill and be ourselves? Like, men can't be emotional or sensitive or insecure. Like, but we're human beings. Everyone's insecure. Everyone thinks and feels. Like, if a man, like, men are, it's like, in this world, men have to take everything. And we have to be allowed to be treated by any way, from man, women mostly, and just whoever. But if we give that same energy back, we're public enemy number one, especially against the ladies nowadays. Like, you can't talk. It's like, how you grow up. Here, you're not supposed to talk to a lady like this. You're not supposed to treat a lady like this. You're not supposed to put your hands on a lady or a girl or a woman or whatever you want to call her. But it's like, none of that methodologies is never given to women with men. Like, men aren't even accepted if we're, well, at least nowadays, if we're broke, if we work in regular jobs, because everyone is so enamored with a false lifestyle that don't even exist. Or you gotta sell your soul and be doing some real crazy shit to get to the points where you make, like, over $100,000 or even $1 million, and everyone's trying to be a millionaire nowadays. That's cool, but it's like it's like even the little things that people think about. If a man has a car, or if a man has hair or not, if a man is overweight, not what I mean, or too skinny, if a man like climaxes or nuts too fast, or if a man is not always giving the right attention, or if a man is too angry or seems too crazy or asking too many questions, it's like we're automatically shunned to the side. We live in a society, in a world where men always are being put on a pedestal to be like this apex being. It's like, and people always miss out the fact that we're human beings too. Like, this applies to women mostly. This applies to other men. It's like, yo, how can be put like one sex on a pedestal, but it's not the same? Like, at least nowadays, it's at least how things being run. Seem like women are more important than men because they're the child bearers, but it's like men have equals amount of humanity too. Like, nobody gives a fuck about us. Men don't even give a fuck about men. Men weren't taught self-love, respect, care, comfortability. We always get defensive and offended over some shit. We don't know how to be truly ourselves because we get caught up in our own pride and ego, man. Like say if we like a girl, right, and we try, we probably gonna get dubbed. She probably gonna go to the next guy that looks good or has more money, and that's more of the problems with issues and female, how they being programmed and taught, especially nowadays. But it's like men are automatic look like it's crazy when we're angry. I've been through that shit in the past, man. Like, you can get you can get hands put on you, but the moment it seems like you about to put hands on you, wrong. You can't do that as a man. I've been through a lot of shit, within my old relationships, like where a lot of the thing as a man, as a guy, I'm being done a lot of things that's not right. It would be considered abusive. But if I was to do that things to a woman, then it's all abuse. Oh, he can't do that. He's wrong. He's guilty. Like, I used to say, like, if I was the woman in my relationship being treated the way I've been treated and done, it will matter more. Put that into a grander aspect of how everything goes on in the world. Like, because a lot of people don't realize, like, men feel, men think, men hurt or in pain. One thing I always hear about is how men commit suicide more than females, even though if females committing suicide matters just as much. But it's like men are really struggling mentally, emotionally, psychologically out here. Like, a lot of brothers, like, I'm not condoning men like doing abusing women or fighting or hurting babies or raping women, all that stuff you're not supposed to be doing. All I can say is I understand the intrusive thoughts and feelings that goes on, because honestly, to tell the truth, it needs to be talked about. We all think and feel it as human beings. It's all about just self-discipline and control. And that's one thing that's always very talked about. Like, men need to always have self-discipline and control. But what if we being treated wrong? What if men or women is disrespecting us? Especially with women nowadays, not to make the enemy, but it's the whole thing with the man and women war that's going on nowadays. It's like, why we always gotta be trained to be treated so ugly, or just bad. Like, men, like, even the judicial system is against us. Cause anything, like, no matter what, especially nowadays, whether it's relationships, friendships, or just crime, men are always fucking guilty, no matter what. No fair trial, no nothing. Men are always guilty, no matter how much evidence. like no one cares about a man's side, yo. Like the only time I could really think of females to post of if she like does sex work, like prostitute, stripping, dieting, hoeing, all that shit. And no one wants to like female like that because honestly, no one wants a man like that. I always I always tell men like, yo, you shouldn't be doing that shit. But the thing with now with truth is a lot of men are very miseducated with selves, especially with how things with their childhood affect them. Because a lot of things, with my own childhood affected me and hurt me that I'm coming out the condition of, but I still struggle with every day. Like a lot of things with men, like men are expected to be perfect, like Superman, Prince Charming, shit. Like we're more Incredible Hulks than anything. Well, at least I can speak for myself. Like, if we laid out our sins to you, our feelings, our emotion, our excuses, our every thought, will you still love and accept us? Because I did that before and I got hurt every time. With friends, with old relationships, and love with my ex girl. Like, I never really felt as a man or a guy, or just me personally, I never been fully accepted, embraced, loved, respected, or understood, or cared for and about. And that's my own struggle. That's the thing I'm healing because I gotta give all that thing to myself, which I try to teach and talk to a lot of men that I know about if they let me. But no one cares about us, man. You can say no one cares about no one really, especially in this generation and time. But and even just as a black man and how black women are and be nowadays, and I really want a black wife, a girl, black woman, but it's a struggle, man. It's like we can't even be truthfully are who we truthfully are without expectation of perfection to suit others. And I know women can say a lot, or men. It's all conditioning, man. Like men need to learn that it's okay just being who you truthfully are, despite if you trying to impress it. Like fuck trying to impress a female. Find a female that loves you for you. That's one thing that we need to learn. Fuck your homeboys and what they doing. If they out in the streets doing just selling drugs, drinking, smoking, fucking every girl they see, like man, that shit is lame, man. Like I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna post this for like 15 minutes and make multiple parts because I want to put gotta put the message out like fuck being cool and all this shit as a man. Fuck being tough. Fuck being, having extra crazy energy. All these tattoos and, whatever they depict a man to be. Like, a lot of men don't even know who they truthfully are, man. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be insecure when it comes to women or yourself, your weight, your looks. Like, as a man, as a boy, talking to teenagers, boys, adults, like, yo, we just, whether you black, white, Spanish, native, like, yo, just be yourself, man. It's hard living in a world when you're expected to handle everything that you probably don't even have knowledge about, but just do the best you can and be who you truthfully are. And any man or woman that will accept you for you is the one for you. Don't chase these hoes, fuck these wannabes, and just be the best version of yourself you could possibly be. You're gonna go through a lot of strife in this world as a man, but once you find the right ones that will accept you and love you for you, which I need to learn, you're gonna be right. But just stay out of trouble. Find ones that will love you genuinely and keep on being a good, real, nice, loyal man. And don't entertain the wrong types of friends, males, females, and just know that you are worthy of good and better. Just be yourself as a man and a guy. But yo, Thomas the Prophet here. It's part one. I just wanted to make it short, though I could speak longer. But it's time to wake up. It's time. I thank you. I love you. Part 2 coming soon. Peace.